We are live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Capelan. Hey. It's a cold morning. It's -4, but it feels a lot colder. Hello, Falcom Scott. How's it going? And Harjot and Alex. Hello. I like to walk. Hello there. Hello, Thomas Brown. Good morning. And hello, Yahya. And Reggie Gagna. Hello. Soldier Q1. Hi. And Michelle Briggs. Guy Soleil. Brad Palmer. Hello, Natalie Cousins, good morning. Marie Palmer. And Vivian Johnson, hello. And Tara Evans. Hello, Carl. John O'Meara. Hello, Patrice. Hello, Idon. So we're here at Old City Hall looking straight down Bay Street. How you doing, Harjot? Megan's in Guelph. That video I posted yesterday was not from now. That was shot in January. But Megan will be coming to visit this weekend, though. She's coming on Friday. Hello, Picard. Hello, Davy Bukaj. Hello, Toronto's doo-wop music guy in Belleville. Hello. I like doo-wop. Hi, Alfred Kloos. So I thought I'd take a walk up into the Annex and along Bloor Street West from here at Old City Hall. Bit colder than I was expecting. I saw it was supposed to be -4, which it is, but it feels much colder than that. There's definitely a wind chill factor. And there's New City Hall. Got some people skating on the rink. And I can hear the music from here. That always prevents me from taking a closer look at the skating rink. They always have the music playing. And I'm using my old gimbal right now. For some reason, my other gimbal does not want to turn on. I had that problem last time where it wouldn't turn on, and then I managed to get it turned on right at the last second. But last night when I was setting up this stream, I was testing it and it won't turn on at all now. So I'm not sure what the deal is. I'll have to do some troubleshooting. Hopefully I'll be able to get it sorted out. So it's kind of good to have this old backup gimbal. And the sun came out. Hopefully as the stream goes on, it'll get a little bit warmer and the wind will die down. Hello, hello. And I think we've still got police stationed around downtown, just sort of on ready alert, because there's still the unknown possibility of more protests converging on the city, but I think it's pretty unlikely. Yeah, when the sun comes out, it does feel a bit warmer very suddenly. I just wish that would maintain. Hey, Ali, how you doing? So it's good to see you. That's Ali from Iraq, not the Ali BHG Ali. Hey Elise, how's it going? Work and lurk. Yeah. Soldier Q, do I ever run? Not really. I walk quickly. I don't really run though. Unless I have to. If I'm being chased by a zombie or something, I suppose I'd run then. Mike Landry, $10. Hello Ken and everyone. Well, hello Mike, and thank you very much for the $10. Very much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And the sun came back out again. So we'll see how far I go once I get up to Bloor Street. I kind of have a somewhat of a plan in mind to shoot a video after the stream. I was thinking of shooting a video along Roncesvalles, so we'll see if I go that far during the stream. That's quite a walk, especially going up to Bloor and then west on Bloor.
It's not triggered by COVID-19.
Rex's. This is one of those places that I've walked by about 8,000 times and have never bothered to check out. And they do have some disco music playing. Hey Jimmy Brownette. Yeah, it looks beautiful out here, but it's pretty bitterly cold. There's definitely a wind chill factor. Tomorrow, though, is supposed to be super mild, at least compared to how it's been in the last month or so. It's going to be plus 8 degrees tomorrow. And I think rain is in the forecast, so we'll get what's left of this snow, all these hard, icy snowbanks, will all be melting away tomorrow, and I definitely welcome that. And I think the day after will be fairly mild too, but then the cold weather will return after that. Goldilocks, hello in Cornwall. I've spent some time in Cornwall. I dated a girl about 10 years ago who went to college in Cornwall. She's from Toronto, but she was going to the college there, St. Lawrence College, I believe. So I went there to visit her a couple of times. I walked around Cornwall, checked it all out. Oh, major wind happening here. So I'm walking through the Condo Canyon, that's why. Ken the Weatherman. I am the Weatherman. I'll try not to complain too much though. Vivian Johnson, $13.99 for a hot lunch. Wow, thank you very much, Vivian. A hot anything sounds good right about now. I'm starting to think, why didn't I do this stream tomorrow instead of today in the +8? But then again, I'd probably be rained on the entire stream, or most of it. Yeah, that sounds familiar, John O'Meara. I've definitely heard that before. And I'm sure you've all heard that on Thursday, lots of remaining restrictions will be loosened up again. And then on March 1st, they'll be loosened up even more. I think all that will be remaining after March 1st is the mask mandate in indoor spaces. And I'm thinking maybe by the end of March that will be lifted as well. Is that Bob Dylan? Okay, that sounds about right. I should have known that. So let's hope that this time by the summer we truly will be back to normal, as they used to call it. I really want that. This is College Street. I think it's time to put this all behind us. I mean, obviously it's not going away, but I think it's time to manage it with everything we've come to learn and adjust accordingly, but still maintain everyday life, right? I think this summer will be the summer of Ken. And the summer of all of you as well. That's true, Wayne. It's up to the businesses if they want to maintain it, but they're not required to. So I guess we'll just see who keeps it and who doesn't. Should have brought my warm glove with me today. I just didn't think I was going to need it, but it shows what I know. It does sound great, doesn't it, Tara? We're just making our way north through the Bay Street condo canyon. And then once I get to Bloor, I'm going to start heading west. You know it, Tara, you know it. Vivian, I agree wholeheartedly. I want the city to be packed with people, with activity and tourists and events and festivals and conventions and concerts. All of the above. I want it all. I feel like a lot of people who've been watching my channel since 2020 have actually never even seen Toronto as it normally is yet. They have sort of a very low-key kind of version of Toronto that they've seen. It's normally a bit more poppin', a bit more happening. Hey Danny Camman, how's it going? Alright, just past 100 people watching. Hello to all 102 of you, according to my view counter. It's a cold day downtown. Colder than I was expecting. According to Ken the Weatherman. Keep hitting these red lights. Oh, it's green. Okay, my bad. I was about to jaywalk anyway. I was like, I'm not waiting for another red light. Yarrow Bumblefoot, hello in Eglinton West. I'm waving back. Hey Mike Kirk, how are you? Maybe once I start walking west, the wind won't be quite so nasty in my face. Let's hope. Good to hear, Danny. Miss. I believe tomorrow will be +8, and then on Thursday will be +4. But then on Friday we'll return to the more frigid conditions with an expected high of -5. I just sort of guessed at the last one there. Across to this side. Well, thank you very much, Miss. Thank you very much. Kenneth has left the building. Ah, Lanting. Yes, thank you very much. Alright, so we're just about at Bloor Street. Alfred, yeah, Johnny is a friend of mine. We've done quite a few videos together, both pre-recorded collaborations and live stream meetups and things of that nature. So last time I walked down Bloor Street was with Johnny, actually, during the big trucker convoy protest. That was quite the stream, right? Like 2,700 people watching. Alfred, well, thank you very much. And thank you as well, Joseph. Honk, honk. If you honk at me, I'm gonna honk back. That's pretty much the rule. How dare you honk at me? I must honk back. So Bloor Street is back to normal. It was quite something when it was all clogged up with honking big rigs and pickup trucks and a bazillion Canadian flags. Honk if you're horny. There must have been a lot of horny people here back then. Got our first sirens of the stream. Hey, Ali BHG. You got here just in time for the sirens. Now we're making our way west. So let's see how far west I go before my phone dies Hey Schnurtchick, how you doing? I think it's been a while since I've streamed all the way along Bloor Street, heading west.
Yeah, no, I asked if they wanted to do that.
Anybody need me to pick anything up for them here at Prada? Or perhaps over at Gucky? Yes, I know it's not pronounced that way. Or that Miss. That's quite a good possibility as well. Oh, check those guys out. That must be kind of a cold job when you're up high on a bitter windy day. We're just hanging out. And they're not even up that high there. I've seen guys do that job when they're like 30, 40 stories up. Retail for lease. This used to be Club Monaco, right? Pretty awesome retail space. I wonder what could go in here. There'd have to be something appropriate. Distracted with some cat calls, yeah. Yeah, Ali, I wouldn't doubt it. And I remember years ago, some guys were doing something like that on an apartment building here in Toronto, in Etobicoke, and they actually fell and did not survive. So accidents do happen like that. Yeah, this is where all the action was during the big protest when Johnny and I were streaming together. And they still have it all blocked off here, just in case. They don't know what to expect still. I guess they're just ready for anything. Hey, Rob Coxford, how you doing? Got a fellow former North Bayer, or are you still in North Bay, Rob? And the rat who plays Danganronpa, $10, The Dark Knight Walks. Been a while since I could enjoy a live walk. Hope all is well. Here's something to wet my whistle. Be safe. Thank you very, very much for that kind super chat. Appreciate it very much. And I'm glad you could catch a stream again after a while. Wayne, I'm wearing boots. Oh, is that right, Rob? Wow, that's pretty cool. I guess I'm the only Torontonian streaming at the moment. Or at least with a channel that has like a fair subscriber base, I suppose. You're still in Toronto, Rob? Awesome. Yeah, we're just gonna head west along Bloor until I don't feel like walking anymore. So who knows how far that will take me. Could be a while. Nope, no parallel streams this time, Miss. I'm always careful now that doesn't happen again. I kind of know how to prevent it now. Because it almost happened again, but I was able to catch the cause of it before it happened, so I was able to prevent it. So now I know what to look for to make sure that doesn't happen again. Yeah, it feels colder than -4, I mean, I have to say. There's a cool shot. I don't think we've seen the CN Tower yet in the stream. Or at least I haven't shown it yet. So we're making our way towards the Annex. Not quite there yet. Yeah, Ali. I've never seen how the windows on the observation deck get washed if they actually have a person out there doing it, risking life and limb. They probably do, but it's something I've never seen. Make this light. St. George. So we're walking through the U of T section of Bloor Street West here. And here's the Beta Shoe Museum, where you can check out the history of footwear. Going back 6,000 years, or not sure how far back they go. with their footwear exhibits. So this museum and all the other museums will be back to full capacity, I believe, on March 1st. And I think on Thursday, restaurants and movie theaters will be allowed full capacity. But larger venues are waiting until March 1st. Hey, Susan's here. Hello, Susan. Yeah, eventually I'll probably check that place out, Jean. Maybe I could go with Megan. I'm sure she'd probably enjoy it. She's all about fashion, and I suppose footwear is part of that. Daily views, there is no more Freedom Convoy, at least not in Toronto anyway. I don't know if you caught the stream I did a couple weekends ago. But that was quite something. Alright, so we're coming into the Annex. Spadina Avenue. Hey, Michael Stern. Not sure if we'll see many fire escapes during this stream, Michael, but you never know. There might be a few up ahead on some of these old buildings in the Annex. Well, maybe that's part of the Freedom Convoy. It's funny, if I see a pickup truck and a Canadian flag now, I just automatically assume it's associated with the Freedom Convoy. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but that's just the first thing that pops into my head. What's up with this? Is this somebody's main mode of transportation? Now, it would have been awesome if the Freedom Convoy all rode these things. I might have participated. A haunted house live stream. Not really, Miss. It would be fun though. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid, but I'm sure some other people would be. I think Megan would probably be quite scared. Because she's a believer in ghosts, whereas I'm not. So to me it would just be all good fun. And there's my former favorite sushi place, all closed up now. Very sad. And BMV Books. This is probably one of the best used bookstores in the city. There's another location right by Yonge and Dundas, beside what used to be the world's biggest bookstore, but that's now a condo. Ring Zero, me neither. But it would still be fun to stay in a haunted house just to see other people be afraid. Just so I could be like, ha ha, I'm not scared. Freedom fries. I remember that. And One World Trade Center that replaced the former World Trade Center towers was called the Freedom Tower. And I guess it's still called that, but most people don't refer to it that way anymore. Miss, agreed. Very much agreed. What about Casper? I used to enjoy that cartoon when I was a kid.
Take it out. What are you doing? It's not that bad. It's like
Here's the famous Lee's Palace. It's one of the more well-known music venues in the city. Yo! Hello, hello. There used to be a burrito place right here. Now it's a roti place. I'd say that's a good trade-off though. I like roti almost as much as I like burritos. Popper's Pub, another long-standing establishment here. Got a lot of people heading into Popeyes. Gazal, that was the first place I ever tried falafels at in Toronto. Not the first place I've ever tried falafels, but as far as Toronto falafels go, that was it. And it's now one of my least favorite places to get a falafel in Toronto. How hot is it in Las Vegas right now, Michael Stern?
Not somebody else.
So that's kind of like the jerk store, right? Any Seinfeld fans out there? Go to the jerk store! Here's the famous pizza from the Scott Pilgrim movie. Although calling it famous might be a bit of a stretch. Me and a couple of friends were big fans of Scott Pilgrim when it first became a popular thing. I'd read the books and then the movie came out. And we saw the movie and then we did a Scott Pilgrim pilgrimage. Going to all the locations around Toronto that were featured in the comics and in the movie. So we went to that pizza, had some pizza. Went to Honest Ed's, Casaloma, Sneaky D's, all the places that were prominent, mostly in the books. speaking of Honest Ed's, this used to be Honest Ed's right here. I've shown this many a time. So that's now a big rental apartment complex. Not condos, as many people mistakenly say. And here's the old Mervish village. And that will be coming back. So Mervish village is not gone. It's just temporarily under redevelopment. But they've retained all the old homes and storefronts along Markham Street here. And it will be back in a slightly different form, of course, than what it used to be. And it will be a pedestrianized street as well. So that'll be new. So now we've left the Annex and we're coming into Koreatown. I think this is Johnny's favorite neighborhood, or at least one of them. He did live in Korea for 5 years or so, I think he said, 5 or 6 years. Flattened pedestrians. Well, that would be something to see. League of Legends. There's so many internet cafes in this neighborhood, which is kind of funny to me that those are still a thing. I guess they have a social aspect that draws people in. Yeah, they were a thing back in the day in other neighborhoods, not just Koreatown, but it seems like now they're only a thing here in Koreatown. I think there are a couple along Yonge Street maybe that are remaining. Not sure, Tom. There might be some places that combine those two things, I'm sure. Hey, Mr. Mark Brand, how you doing? That guy was booting it. This used to be a movie theater, now it's a one of those wall climbing gyms. Yeah, the residential part of the Annex is north of Bloor Street. Back to the east of us now, we've already passed it. Hey, Yogi. Gus the Other Barber. I always get a kick out of that. Because isn't there Gus the Barber and then there's Gus the Other Barber? And I always have to show the Poop Cafe because how could you not, right? There's Alibaba's. That's the second falafel place that I tried in Toronto. I preferred it over Ghazal. But then eventually I stopped going there as well. They did have a good deal though on Tuesdays. Today is Tuesday, right? Where you get 2 falafels for $4, I think it was, or something like that. So I would go there every Tuesday. I think they still have that special, but the prices have gone up, I think, quite a bit. And that was 10 years ago. So yeah, the prices have definitely gone up. Hey Sasha, how you doing? 3:19 a.m. Wow. That is mucho early. This is Christie Pitts Park. Still so much snow. I think by Thursday most of this will be melted. Toronto guy. I'm a Toronto guy. I haven't always been a Toronto guy, but I think I am now, though. Alright, now things are gonna get interesting again as we head into the Bloor Court and Bloordale neighborhoods here. Vegan donuts. That's all it's called, is vegan donuts. I guess that's all you need to know, right? Hey, William Birmingham, how you doing? Oh, you're from Newfoundland originally, Toronto guy. That's a place I've never been but would like to visit. And hello, Phil Patterson. And I see a few little snowflakes falling down here. Was not expecting that either. I passed another vegan place. Yeah, no doubt. This neighborhood has quite a few of them. I think the original home of Hogtown Vegan was around this area. I think they've relocated though, to a different neighborhood, but that was a very popular place.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Honkapalooza. I remember the Honkapalooza. Yeah, I think so, Allie. What is Zot? I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with Zot. And we all know about the Queen and Spadina sketchy McDonald's, right? But I believe this one also has a reputation for being a bit on the sketch side. And there's also one at Church and Queen also that is up there. The one at King and Dufferin though is gone. That was probably second only to Queen and Spadina at one time. It was demolished to make way for, you guessed it, a new condo. Oh, Zot is an Ottawa live streamer, okay. So this is Bloor Court, according to the business improvement area anyway. I don't know how many residents refer to this neighborhood as Bloor Court. Miss, well, you just see some interesting people hanging around there all the time. Interesting in quotes, quotation marks. No tall cranes in your city, Tom? That would depress me. I like to see lots of new construction where I live. That's kind of why I moved to Toronto in the first place. Bloor Court Cafe. Looks like the Rooster is closed down. Huh. Stop and Shop. And Megan's old workplace is just over here. Before she moved back to Guelph, she lived sort of in this area, and she worked just across the street from me right now at Happy Soul. That's where Megan used to work. It's a new age store. You can buy crystals and tarot cards and things of that nature. GG, the protest is in Ottawa. Toronto only had a one-day event. Maybe you caught my stream when I was checking out the convoy along Bloor Street here in Toronto, but the bulk of the protest has been in Ottawa, and it's still happening there. Dovercourt Road. Janky's place. Isn't janky sort of like a word that means doesn't work quite right? This gimbal is pretty janky. The old Paradise Theater. I think this was a porn theater at one time during its downward spiral. Now it's been brought back to respectability. That's funny. Zoinks! Music and books. A Scooby-Doo fan, perhaps? I like this part of Bloor Street. It's so sort of old school and not quite gentrified yet. It's very much got that sort of 90s kind of vibe to it. Hasn't changed all that much. It's become a bit more hipster, you know. But is that even a thing anymore? Is the whole hipster thing passé now? I think it's evolved into something else. And here's Havelock Street crossing Bloor here. This is the street that my sister lived on before they moved to Vancouver. They still own the house here on Havelock, but they're renting it out while they're in Vancouver. Safeway, I suppose it is of sorts. It's just a guy walking around Toronto, showing the city to anyone who's interested to see what Toronto's like. I walk around different neighborhoods. Everyone just chit-chats. It's kind of a place to chill and kick back. Ham's roti. I've never tried that one. Ken's Cafe. I haven't seen a Ken's Cafe, but there is a Kenneth Corner Store that I saw before. And there's a Ken's Flower Shop on Avenue Road. Hey Pamela, all is well. I hope all is well with you. I think this is Johnny's favorite little mini stretch of restaurants here, fast food restaurants. I think he's mentioned that before. Shrey, yes, we're on Bloor Street, just approaching Dufferin Street. There's Dufferin subway station. And this area is about to undergo a major transformation. Some tall residential towers are going to be rising up here at Bloor and Dufferin. I think the tallest of which will be in the 40-story range. Hey Megan, you made it. How you doing? How you doing? So this building that's all boarded up and covered with graffiti, I think, will be coming down as part of this development. And I think this old school is also going to be part of the development. It's also all boarded up and abandoned right now. Yeah, we're getting close to 200. Thanks for pointing that out, Alfred. Oh, look, Megan. Megan would find that interesting because I'm a Virgo. Although I'm not really a Virgo. Apparently I'm more of a Capricorn.
I'm starting to see where these pieces are.
To anyone who understands astrology as it really is. Which I don't believe in, by the way. Just like ghosts. So now this is Bloordale. We were in Bloor Court before. What the heck? Somebody did something to this lady here. That's not very nice. Let's just say it's a Charlie Chaplin mustache. We'll go with that, not the other one. Hey, funny dog. You're on your way to Niagara Falls. Right on. You going to take some photos? And it's a vacuum store. You don't see a lot of those anymore for some reason. I remember in the 90s in North Bay, which is my hometown, there was a store called Omer's, which is on Main Street, right downtown. And it had a big sign, Omer's used guitars. That's what it was mainly known for. But also on the sign it said, and vacuum cleaners and pet food. So how's that for an odd combination?
I haven't told her. You know, right?
And the House of Lancaster. Gentlemen's Club, that's right. Only the finest gentlemen frequent that establishment. Not that there's anything wrong with such an establishment. I've never been to that particular place before, but I have been to a couple of other similar establishments in my time as an adult as an adult male. Talking is hard right now. There's a taqueria. I think the last time I went to one of those establishments was maybe 6 or 7 years ago when my friend Jim was visiting me from North Bay. And there's a place called Fillmore's, which is just right around the corner from where I live. So he really wanted to check it out. So he convinced me to go. So I was like, okay. So we went. So I can say that I have been to Fillmore's at least once. You gotta go at least once just to say that you did it, right? You love North Bay, do you, Joseph? Hey, I found a fire escape. We probably passed some other ones and I didn't notice, but... So there you go, Michael Stern, if you're still here. I found a fire escape. Most of the buildings here along Bloor are all adjoined, so there's really no place to put fire escapes unless you go behind. I'm sure behind some of these buildings you'll find fire escapes, but not so much on the street front. Hey, hello in Windsor, Michael. I don't always catch what's going on in the chat, but I just wanted to mention that, yeah, not every time someone says something a bit off color necessarily makes them a troll, right? I mean, the rules of the chat are in the description, so as long as no one goes against any of those rules, I don't see why they should be banned or blocked or timed out. Of course, unless they repeatedly spam or something like that, or it's obvious they're just being an ass in some way or another. Using capitals just to shout the same thing over and over again. William, I'm feeling pretty good, yeah. I don't feel that cold anymore. When I first started the stream, I was a bit on the cold side, but I think I've adjusted to it. I feel pretty good now. There's the Burger Bros. Yeah, and Bill Chow is here. Oh, you're at this Valley Village, Funny Dog? Yeah, I've been there one time, a long time ago. And I thought I heard that this site was also, yeah, it is up for redevelopment. This Valley Village is slated to be replaced by 2 towers, 31 and 33 stories. Megan, yep, that Valley Village is going bye-bye. There's not going to be too many left, kind of in the old core of the city. I mean, the one on Queen Street in Leslieville, I don't think that's going anywhere. That's the closest one to my place. So that's the one I've been to far more than any other. Hey, the Martells, how you doing? VV Boutique, yeah, I've heard that before, Marie. Ooh, we just passed 200 viewers. That's good to see. Hello all 202 of you. And I always like to mention once we hit the 200 mark, if anyone is new to the stream or new to my channel and you're enjoying and like what you see, just why not hit that subscribe button, then you won't miss any of my videos or streams. I do these regularly. And hit the bell notification thingy. My goal for this year is to get over 10,000 subscribers. Hey, Danny Keman, €5. Tacos, 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 burrito, burrito. I can't disagree with any of those things, Danny. So, thank you very much. Funny dog, adios. Yeah, I hope so. I'm almost at 7.6K right now, so I think 10,000 is doable within the next 4 or 5 months, hopefully. Sterling Road. I'm gonna walk down here. This is a street that I've never walked down before. And I think it's kind of a cool street because there's sort of an old mix of industrial and residential here. It's very old school Toronto. William, yeah, my Valentine's Day was, pretty low key. Didn't really do much of anything very Valentine-y. I think this old industrial building that you can see popping up is now a art museum. The Museum of Contemporary Art, I think. That building was like derelict for years and in danger of being demolished. It was covered with graffiti. It looked like something out of 1970s The Bronx or something like that. But someone realized the potential of the old building and kind of rescued it from demolition and put it to good use. Yeah, I can hear my boots squeaking too. I wish there was a way I could mitigate that. And now this neighborhood is starting to also get some new residential developments here. You can see some of these old industrial buildings. So this is called Sterling Road, by the way. Let's see if we can get a closer look at this old building where the contemporary art place is now. There are awesome views. Actually, my YouTube channel has like a banner that you've probably all seen before where it looks like Batman is looking over the city. That picture is taken from the roof of this building. Yeah, Museum of Contemporary Art. That's what it says. So I've never been here yet, but that's another place I'll eventually have to check out. Go around the front side, if this is the front side. I'm not sure where the main entrance is. Yeah, there's a coffee place here. So this is pretty cool. I've always been a fan of this building. When it was covered with graffiti though years ago, it did have a very gritty look that I kind of liked. But obviously that was not, you know, a good condition for this building to be left in, but it's definitely better off now. But it definitely had a really awesome sort of dystopian look to it before. William, I think she's fine. She's was watching earlier. I think she was at a meeting at work. She might be kind of keeping an eye on the stream. I'm gonna try to plug my power bank into my phone. I don't think my gimbal can handle the cord. Okay, there we go. So I just got a notification that my battery was very close to dying. So I'm not sure how long this power bank will keep things alive. It might be too cold to charge my phone. These things don't work very well when it's below zero. says I'm at 6% right now. So if my phone does suddenly die, it was not planned, but maybe I'll just do a little thank you everyone just in case. Thanks for all watching the stream, and thanks for the comments. Thanks to the mods. Thanks for everyone who super chatted. It's very, very kind. And I'll just keep going and we'll see if the phone dies or if it doesn't. It says 2% now. It might die. It's plugged in, but these cold temperatures just are not good for charging your phone. And stay tuned for my next stream within a week, probably this weekend actually. Megan's going to be in town this weekend. And I will continue, of course. But I will continue streaming until my phone dies. And there's a GO train. Miss, no worries. Well, maybe the power bank is keeping me alive because my phone says 0% now, but it's still going. Try and get to the yellow banner. I think this will take us out onto Dundas Street. Yeah, it's still going. Last time I tried this, it didn't work. The power bank was just not charging the phone because it was cold that day too. Hey, Lululandros. Yeah, thanks, Vivian. Something smells really good here. Is there a chocolate factory? Yeah, there is, right over there. I suddenly got a big whiff of chocolate, and that's why. Kit Kat, Aero, Coffee Crisp, and Smarties are made right over there. Wow, it smells really good. It's the first time I've ever noticed that. Those are some of my favorite chocolate bars too. I love Kit Kat, I love Coffee Crisp, and I love Aero. Not such a big fan of Smarties though. Yeah, there's lots of things made in Toronto. Look on the packaging of most of your foodstuffs and you'll find that a lot of it is made in the Toronto area, if not Toronto itself, and in one of the surrounding communities. I haven't stayed away from sugar yet, Lisa. I don't eat a lot, honestly, but I enjoy my chocolate bars. I spy the skyline. All right, Toronto guy. And my phone hasn't died yet. I think the power bank is working. We're on Dundas Street West. All the way almost to Roncesvalles. M&M's, I think. M&M's are... Yeah, I like them, I suppose. Maybe not much more than Smarties. No, is there a Roncesvalles song? I'm not familiar with it. I always like this view of downtown from here. It's a bit blocked, but still kind of neat. And here's the rail corridor. This is the corridor that goes up towards Pearson Airport and onto Kitchener and Milton. Zombie, I think it's around -4 degrees Celsius. Smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision would be cool. Hey, Janine. The truckers all left, yeah, like after the big protest that I streamed with Johnny. The day after that, they were all gone. Zombie, yeah, we're just walking around Toronto. We're just doing a little walking tour of the city. I just like to show off the city to people. So I do these live streams, and I also do pre-recorded videos that I post every day on my channel. And I do live streams on the days where I don't post a pre-recorded video. So there's always something new on my channel every day. There's a place. Chinese vegetarian restaurant. Janine, thanks very much. So this is sort of a gritty stretch here of Dundas Street West. We're definitely not anywhere in the part of Toronto that tourists recognize or would ever come to. Roncesvalles is just up ahead though, is a bit more tourist friendly. Ah, you're in Italy, Janine. Oh, ciao. And there's that building we were looking at earlier, the Museum of Contemporary Art. Yeah, I could see that zombie. St. John is a very old city. A bit on the gritty side itself. Artwork on this garage. Alright, we passed the 2-hour mark. It's been a while since I went over 2 hours in a stream. Usually my phone dies before I get to that point. But not this time. I think my longest stream was 2.5 hours. Remember that one when I walked from the upper beaches on Kingston Road, then all the way through the beaches and all the way back downtown again. That was quite the walk. I think Roncesvalles is the next street up. But I was kind of saving Roncesvalles to do a pre-recorded video. So let's make our way south here through some of these residential streets. There's a couple of very old residences. Michelle, I'm glad. think I lost a bunch of people when I said goodbye earlier when I thought my phone was about to die, but maybe they'll make their way back when they realize I'm still going. And we're almost in the Parkdale neighborhood here as well. So I'm just on Roncesvalles just briefly here, but I'm going to dip over. Oh, thanks, Pamela. Yeah, it seems to be the case, Bill Chow, but oh well. Kind of looping around here. The street layout here is a bit confusing because the streets don't line up at right angles. They kind of cut across each other diagonally. So you might think you're walking east or west, but you're really not. Now I'm coming back to a place I already walked past, but this time I'm going to head down this residential street here. And yes, that's my boots squeaking on the sidewalk. There's a laneway. These are just some very nice, quiet residential streets. These are very sought after neighborhoods in the city. People pay enormous amounts of money to live in one of these houses. there's a cat. I'm imitating a kitten to see if it'll think I'm a kitten in distress. I never really wandered around these residential streets before. I've always just walked along Roncesvalles or Dundas or Queen. I recognize this though. I walk across each other. Hitting some spot. Keep going if it'll get better. No, it's not the battery. Apparently living in these little tucked away neighborhoods means you have shitty internet. $2 million for a house, but you have crappy. Before in a stream, I've always stayed them anyway. Again. Park is over here.
It's good. It's
Avenue. Thing, so it's not the for signal. Wrap up the stream before the last bit of it gets totally want a Minecraft stream. On Roncesvalles, I'm going to start a new video. Keep an eye out for that. Me on this rather long stream. Bay Street to Bloor and all the way down. For all the comments. Thanks to the mods once again, and thanks once again to everyone who appreciate it very, very much. And if you haven't subscribed to the then make sure you just go ahead and do that, and you won't miss anything, especially if you hit that little. So until next time, I'll see you this weekend. And I'll see you soon. I will continue.